조심! 뒤에 바람! 바람! 온다!
아이 뜨거 여기서 뜨거 아이 뜨거래.
Historic wildfires have been ravaging South Korea, causing unprecedented destruction. Dozens are dead, thousands have been displaced, and entire communities have been devastated. This is the worst wildfire crisis in South Korea's history. What caused this disaster? How is South Korea responding? And what is next for the South Korean government and people? The wildfires began on March 22, 2025, in the mountainous regions of eastern South Korea, particularly affecting North Gyeongsang province. Cities such as Andong, Uiseong, and Yeongdeok were among the hardest hit. Dry conditions, high winds, and dense forests created a perfect storm for the fires to spread rapidly and uncontrollably. Within hours, entire neighborhoods, forests, and cultural landmarks were engulfed. Despite swift responses from authorities, the fires have claimed at least 27 lives, including several brave firefighters who were on the front lines. Tragically, many of those who perished were attempting to contain the flames or assist evacuees, particularly elderly residents unable to evacuate in time. As of now, more than 37,000 people have been forced to evacuate their homes, and over 33,000 hectares of land, an area larger than the entire city of Seoul, have been scorched. More than 300 buildings, including homes, schools, and cultural sites, have been destroyed. The flames continue to spread, driven by gusty winds, making it nearly impossible to fully contain the fires. Authorities have issued the highest-level wildfire warnings and continue to warn the public to stay prepared for further evacuations. Climate and fire experts have pointed to a combination of factors that have worsened the situation. South Korea has experienced unusually dry conditions, with minimal rainfall in the weeks leading up to the fires, leaving the land and forests highly vulnerable. Additionally, high winds have contributed to the rapid spread of the fires, making containment efforts difficult. Experts suggest that human activities, such as sparks from power lines or accidental agricultural burns, might have triggered the flames, though investigations are still ongoing. The role of climate change is also being studied. Experts note that rising temperatures and prolonged droughts have created an environment conducive to the ignition and rapid spread of wildfires. While the exact impact of climate change in this specific case remains under review, studies suggest that extreme weather events, such as these wildfires, may become more frequent in the future, putting communities at greater risk. The destruction caused by these fires has been nothing short of catastrophic. The toll is not only human, but cultural and environmental. In addition to the tragic loss of life, South Korea has seen the destruction of some of its most important cultural landmarks. One of the most significant losses was the Gunsa Temple, a 1,300-year-old Buddhist site of immense cultural and historical value. The temple, which had stood for centuries, was engulfed by the flames, representing a loss not only for South Korea, but for the world's heritage. Thousands of families have been left homeless, and many are unsure if they will ever be able to return to their communities. The wildfires have decimated vast tracts of forest, wiping out wildlife habitats and devastating the country's natural resources. This disaster will have long-lasting economic, environmental, and emotional consequences, and the recovery process is expected to take years. In response to the crisis, the South Korean government declared a state of emergency, mobilizing military forces and deploying over 10,000 firefighters and emergency responders. President Yoon Suk-yeol has pledged full support for the victims, ensuring resources and aid are directed toward recovery efforts. However, despite the efforts, the magnitude of the crisis has highlighted gaps in disaster preparedness. Experts have called for stronger wildfire prevention measures, such as more comprehensive fire breaks, better early warning systems, and sustainable land management strategies.
이게 이 뭔 일이로 이거 옆에 봐라 막 불 다 붙었다. 우와 우와.
The bravery of the responders cannot be understated. Several firefighters have lost their lives in the line of duty, authorities confirming that among the 27 fatalities are 3 firefighting personnel and a helicopter pilot. The pilot was killed when the firefighting helicopter crashed in Gyeongsang. Their sacrifice is a somber reminder of the immense risks faced by those trying to protect others. It's a tragic loss for the country, and their courage will not be forgotten. What happens next? The immediate focus is containing the fires and protecting lives. Forecasted rain may provide some relief, but recovery will be long and difficult. Thousands need support to rebuild their homes and livelihoods. South Korea must also strengthen its disaster preparedness, improving infrastructure and early warning systems to prevent future devastation. Final message. Our hearts go out to those who have lost loved ones and homes. The pain they endure is unimaginable, and we stand with them in this difficult time. To the firefighters who made the ultimate sacrifice, your bravery will never be forgotten. This tragedy has tested South Korea, but its people's strength and unity will lead the way forward. In the face of loss, compassion, and resilience will light the path to recovery. We mourn with you, and we stand with you.